Hi friends, welcome back to my studio. Today I'm starting a multi-part video or perhaps multi-video series, we'll have to see, about setting up my new planner cover system thing. So this is the Planners Anonymous Weeks planner cover. This is the first planner cover I've ever really had. I've been part of the planner community about 6 months, and I've been just using like disc bound, laminated covers and stuff. So this is my first one of these. It's gorgeous. I had been admiring this for months and they were sold out, and then they must have found some in the back room or whatever and restocked, and I pounced so fast. So this is from the Northern Lights line. I'll just do a quick overview of the outside, but there are lots of other videos talking about that. It's got a snap here, and this is on elastic, so if your planner gets really chunky, it can kind of grow with that. On the back, there's a pocket. On the inside, there are all these pockets and little card holder things. A pocket here. Some strings for traveler's notebooks. I got this planner charm. I put it here. I don't know that it will stay there, but I don't like it clattering around on the outside, but I don't know that it will stay here. We'll get to this in a moment. In the back, there's another pocket and a pen loop and another pocket here, and then this big pocket in the back. So that's the overview of what we're working with, but I've never actually really set up one of these. There's all kinds of ways of personalizing them, and I'm just working on setting it up for me. I really want it to be as beautiful as this cover is, so I want to make the parts that I'm involved in just as gorgeous, but I don't really know what that's going to look like yet. I've never done one of these before. I've got a lot of ideas. I think they're going to involve a lot of fun craft techniques, and I thought I would take you along for the ride. So, as I said, I'm going to be filming these in different parts as things come in and as I get ideas and as I live with it. But I'll start for right now with what I do have so far, which is these are Happy Planner mini discs. I already had them. They're surprisingly close to the right color if I wanted this dark blue, but they're a little dark for me. They match, but they're not perfect. I'm also slightly worried. I don't know if this is a thing or not, but I'm a little worried that where they rub against the white backing, that I might get some blue color over. So I'm thinking about switching to like metallic silver or just clear or something that I wouldn't have to worry about. This planner cover is designed for traveler's notebooks, or like the Hobonichi Weeks is like a book kind of booklet one. But I really like discs. I like being able to take things in and out. So that's my plan. I print my inserts myself, and so it's really easy to cut them to size, punch them, and put them right in. Let me talk to you about what I have so far, although not all of it is staying. So right now, I've just been living with it for a week with what I think I might like, and then adjusting from there. So first, I have one of these like plastic, kind of stiff plastic. It's a cutting mat from the Dollar Tree. I've punched it, and this just kind of levels out this side here so that it's a smooth writing surface. And I found actually that works quite well despite all the lumps and bumps that are beneath it. So I have one of these in the front. I have one of these in the back for the same reason. And then I have a third one that's actually cut to size so that it's a nice firm fit in this back pocket. And then I can just leave it there, because if you get a nice firm fit, you don't want to have to kind of keep messing with it. So as you can see, I can pull the whole thing out if I want it not to be in the cover, and then just clip it back in, and that way you don't have to mess with it. I know my friend Judy at JLBCrafts uses like an old planner cover, but I didn't have one of this size. So I just used a punched cutting mat and cut it to the size of the backing that I wanted. These are mini discs. They're 0.75 inches. I think they're the right size for what we've got here. I could maybe do a little bigger if I wanted to. It's dark in there, sorry. But I don't want to go all the way up to classic, which are 1.25. So it's possible I could get 1-inch discs in here, but I don't need to be keeping a lot of backlog in here. Like, I'm not trying to get a whole year in necessarily. From a practicality perspective, this is for my work planner. And I don't really need to check more than a couple weeks. This is just for planning my days and my week, because I'm working a hybrid schedule now, and it's just helpful to have something convenient to take with me to go back and forth from work to home and keep myself on track. As I live with it and confirm that this is a size that works for me, which, as I've said, I've done 1 week now and I've been pretty happy with it, I'm going to start doing covers and pages to like really deck this out so that it looks beautiful on this side as well, instead of just seeing right through into a week I didn't even use. So I'm going to be working on that and on what kind of decor I might want in here. As I said, I'm thinking about switching disc colors and just, moving in. I think I'm going to be doing a lot of different craft techniques. And so I thought it would be fun to take you along, either if it gives you inspiration or if, you morbidly like seeing me do way more work than is required. I thought I would bring you along on that journey. So I'm going to insert more clips as I keep working, and as this video gets long, I'll cut it off and we can start a new video. So enjoy. So it's been a few weeks here in the real world. I realize it has only been a moment for you, but I'm going to give you an update on what it's been like to live with this planner and the changes and decorating that I've done since. So I actually keep my pen on this back strap. My inserts are too wide for it to fit in the pen loop, and this suits me just fine. So that's what I've been doing. I haven't been keeping anything in this back pocket yet. When I open it up, I've been decorating. So starting on the left, these are the Sakura die cuts, which I think match really nicely. I do have the Northern Lights kit as well. I was able to get that at the same time as the planner cover, which I was really excited about. And I love that kit, but for some reason these are what was speaking to me to go into the planner cover. This like purplish pink I feel like is a really nice match. So I've got the main girl and 2 Sakura blossoms and this cup of pens, which I think is really nice. And when I open my planner, you can still see them peeking through. And then back here I have another die cut. It's way bigger than you can see. It's from the Under the Stars kit, and it's just peeking out. It's just a little extra detail. It's not maybe pulling its weight here, but it doesn't cost me anything because I just have like Blue's painter's tape holding it in, and if I ever need it for anything, I can pull it out. I haven't, wasted it or committed it to anything too strongly. So I still have the planner charm here. I like that. I just don't like it hanging around on the back. I realize that's what it's for, but it's just not my style, and it stays up here really nicely. So that I think is going to continue to be my plan going forward. Now I've made a cover here, and I gotta tell you, this was an adventure I did not enjoy, but let me talk about it. So this is a piece of cutting mat from the dollar store. It's like clear, but like frosted, and it's got good rigidity to it. I put another Sakura blossom here. This is from one of the washi tapes that was available for the Melody release of the Sakura kit. And then I've got these holographic stars that are like falling down. This is meant to be reminiscent of the acetate that was in the Northern Lights kit, but the acetate's not thick and rigid enough. It would be if I had laminated it, but I didn't do that, and I might at some point, because this did not go so well. You can see this gouge I cut while trying to score it, and these stars were a pain. I cut them out with my Silhouette Cameo, and they like didn't want to stick. Like they'd rather stick to the transfer paper than to the cutting mat, and weeding it was a whole problem, and the whole thing took forever. I don't recommend. If I were to do it again, I had found these clear, what they were calling faux leather, with holographic stars. I'll post a link below. The reason I didn't go with that was because I was impatient. There's an Amazon listing that I'll post where it's like 8 different colors, and I only wanted one of them. And then there was a AliExpress listing that I found where I could just buy the one I wanted, but it takes about a month to get here from AliExpress, and so I just went ahead and did this myself. And I probably wish I had done something else, but it looks cute. I just, lost a couple hours of my life, but it looks really nice on this background, which is the vellum from the Northern Lights kit, so it's kind of transparent. You can see kind of my layout behind it, but I could always put like a blank piece of paper or something, and I really like the two of these together. The vellum had the right kind of layout for what I was looking for compared to the papers, so that's why I did that. I also made a divider at the same time, so everything I said before applies. Let me tell you about the layout I decided on. So this is a custom layout I designed for myself. It's kind of a mix between the Hobonichi weeks, but like weekday only, and a rolling weekly that I learned from the Bujo community, specifically Plant-Based Bride is who talks about this for this, like, I think she calls it a modified Alistair method. I'll post a video, but where you list the tasks that are for a specific day. So like I'll put things that are specific to a day here, and things that are not specifically assigned to a day here as tasks that need to be done, and I can mark what days I did them, especially if it's a multi-day project. And there's enough room here between the two for me to usually use a few lines at the bottom to remember what I need to transfer next week, or things I want to talk about in our weekly meetings. And I made another divider here, and for this section I'm just using plain lined paper. These are for projects that are ongoing from week to week for me to keep track of suggestions I've received and what the results were. I just use them here to mark them off when I've done them, and to highlight the results so that I can go back and see them really quickly when someone asks me about them. So I've been really happy with this layout. I expect to stay here. I wasn't sure if I wanted which side I wanted to be the right and left, but so far I've been liking this because often what I write here is fairly short. Sometimes it gets long, but I don't actually run into the discs too often, and then I tend to put longer things here on the right. So this has been working for me, and this is what I expect to stay in for the next while. And I think that for the most part, this planner is done being set up, unless you decide to change something, which might happen. If I do that, I will update you, but I'm ready to live in this and to keep printing inserts and putting them in. I probably need a few more dividers, so maybe I will order that stuff. And now that I have at least the one, I can wait from AliExpress. But I'm really excited to be living in this and going forward. It really makes me so happy when I see it open on my desk at work. My coworkers know that I'm an artist, so they don't think it's that weird that I've got this highly decorated planner. on my desk, and people don't walk by my desk that often. I hope you found this interesting. When I bought this planner cover, I like scoured YouTube looking for inspiration of other people and how they'd set up their planner covers. And so if this can be that for you, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's helpful. I hope you love the planner cover that you've moved into. If this one is from Planners Anonymous, I'm sure I said that somewhere, but there's a link below. This one is sold out. And they don't really make this size a whole lot more, but they have a lot of other beautiful ones in different sizes. So if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up video. That helps the algorithm show it to other people they think might like it, which really helps me out. And if you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button. I try to upload inspiring things every week. So I hope you want to join me. All right, bye friends.